Hi ladies, welcome to day 3. We're back. And Ashrita, we have just so much to say for this chapter, don't we?
It's hard to pick out just one theme for day 3 especially, but you can't get away from Jesus' personal interaction with Peter.
You can't. And so, ladies, we just thought we would end there. Ashrita, you pointed out that we talked about last week for John chapter 20, these various encounters of the risen Lord with some of his followers.
Right. We see Jesus interacting with Mary personally, and she believes, and then the disciples as a group, and then Thomas. And we see that same type of personal interaction here with Peter.
And it's beautiful.
It is, especially since we had that fly on the wall moment with Peter denying Christ. And, you know, his valiant, I will be with you to the death. And Jesus saying, really?
Right.
And he knows. And we see that same type of love and personal knowledge of Peter here, and yet overflowing love.
I love how you brought out, as we were talking before, just the theme of Jesus being the good shepherd really comes out big time in this day. Yes.
Yeah, just thinking, you know, Jesus says, I'm the good shepherd, and the good shepherd knows his sheep, and they listen to his voice. And here we see that Jesus knows Peter.
He knows what Peter needs. He knows that Peter needs this time of redemption.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in the Greek and in the historical background. I mean, we don't have time to get into all of that, but all of the details point to what Peter finally says in verse 17, Lord, you know everything. You know everything.
And he does, as the good shepherd. He knows. We've talked about that, I think, all along. He sees, knows, and loves.
Right? Yeah, and that's what he calls Peter to do too. And I think this is part of the redemption, is that Jesus calls him to feed my sheep, tend to them, feed the lambs. He's passing on this responsibility. And I love that you pointed out, you guys, we have so many conversations like behind the scenes, but one of the things you pointed out is that Peter needed this, but the other disciples needed to see this reinstated relationship between Jesus and Peter as well.
Absolutely, because Peter has a big place in building Christ's church now and has authority within the church. And so, yeah, it's very, very important. I can imagine, can't you imagine Peter just really appreciating having a job to do now, that Jesus gives him something to do, I don't know. I think I can imagine Peter being eager to follow through, to feed the sheep and tend to the sheep. Can't you? I mean, we've seen him eager.
I was going to say yes, but then
ways.
there's one more twist in the plot that comes tomorrow that we're going to take a look at. That I just love that Peter is just so relatable. So come back tomorrow as we wrap this up.
Sounds good.